Okay.
Are we ready? All right. I'd like to call the Haymarket Town Council public hearing and regular monthly meeting to order for this evening, Monday, May 4th, 2026. May I have roll call, please?
Passanello.
Present.
Morrison.
Here.
Gallagher. Pater.
Here.
Papacello.
Here.
Baker.
Here.
Mulvaney.
If you'll join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think I got the safe seat again.
I was gonna say, wait for it to make noise. All right, so this evening's invocation will be given by Reverend Don Meeks from Greenwich Presbyterian Church.
As always, I thank you all for your service. It's a pleasure to be with you all. Let us pray. Gracious God, you know how much we love our little town of Haymarket that is not so little anymore. As we grow, we pray that you make us to be good neighbors to each other and to work through any differences with kindness and grace. We thank you for these who give their time and energy as council members in service to the community. May each one be guided by a spirit of wisdom and humility. May they exercise faithful stewardship of the responsibilities and resources entrusted to their care, and watch over their families and guard them from a spirit of weariness and discouragement. We thank you for the brave men and women who protect this community in law enforcement and fire and rescue as first responders. Be close to all who find themselves in harm's way this day. Grant favor to our town council, to our staff, businesses, and residents, that working together your will may be done on this portion of your earth as in heaven. We ask this in the hope and strength of your great name. Amen.
Thank you. All right, so at this time, I invite Wendy Hunt, I just left my name tag, that's okay, from the Wellness and Prevention Supervisor from Prince William County Community Services, and Christy Falls from the Gainesville Supervisor's Office to the podium to share with us about National Prevention Week.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wendy Hunt. I'm a Wellness and Prevention Supervisor with Prince William Community Services. Wanted to talk to you about National Prevention Week and really what the Wellness and Prevention Program offers our greater Prince William area. We are a program within the community services that helps to equip our community with resources, information, and training related to substance misuse, addictive behaviors, and promoting mental health and preventing suicides. We do this by partnering with the community, partnering up with residents, with stakeholders, with our different organizations and businesses to help spread that word and awareness, providing families, schools, caregivers, homes, businesses, things such as mental health first aid, QPR suicide prevention training, naloxone and opioid overdose education, and resources they can use such as firearm locks and medication locks as part of our Lock and Talk initiative as a statewide suicide prevention initiative. National Prevention Week is a week that we really highlight the work really that we're doing all year round, but it is an opportunity to really engage the community in different trainings that we're offering, opportunities to come meet our prevention team in person, as well as some of our prevention partners at our Popsicles with Prevention events that we'll be having in person. But throughout National Prevention Week, which is May 10th to the 16th, we'll be offering different trainings and activities each day. We have virtual options, in-person options for the community to take part in and learn more about what they can do to safeguard their home. Because you may think it's never going to happen to me, but you might be in the right place at the right time, or just be somebody's ear that a neighbor, coworker, friend is sharing about something that's going on, and you get to be that person that could share some life-saving information with them and help them onto their path. So we encourage you to help share that information, partner with us in getting that information out, and join us at one of our events or one of our trainings. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so at this time, I'd like to make a proclamation declaring May 10th through 16th, 2026 as National Prevention Week. Whereas substance misuse and mental health problems affect all communities nationwide, the substance use prevention and mental health landscape continues to evolve to better meet the pressing issues of today. The impact of mental health and substance misuse disorders is apparent in our local community. We have the power to change lives by enhancing community and individual protective factors to make substance-free lives an easier choice and assistance with mental health challenges easier to access. Whereas the commitment and support, substance misuse, addiction, and mental health issues can be prevented. The focus of National Prevention Week is to change the prevention landscape by providing evidence-based and accessible resources to facilitate collective action and story sharing. By showcasing the work of our partners in prevention, we can confront the societal challenges surrounding substance misuse together while celebrating stories of prevention. Whereas through National Prevention Week and the work of Prince William County Community Services Wellness and Prevention Team and the Prevention Coalition of Greater Prince William, people become more aware and able to recognize the signs of mental health and substance use disorders. Equally important, community members from all walks of life learn how they can help implement prevention strategies and showcase the effectiveness of evidence-based programs. Whereas we need to recognize the seriousness of substance use and mental health issues in our communities, the power of prevention, and the tireless efforts of those working to make a difference. The small daily actions done by individuals combined with the actions of families, communities, and coalitions come together to make up the larger, bold movement of prevention. For the above reasons, I'm asking the residents of the town of Haymarket to join me in celebrating National Prevention Week 2026 this May by engaging in a learning or engagement activity hosted by the Prince William Community Services Wellness and Prevention Team. I, Tracy Lynn Pater, Mayor of the town of Haymarket, do hereby proclaim May 10th through 16th, 2026 as National Prevention Week in the town of Haymarket and call upon our community to join us this week in celebrating the compelling strategies and resources that support increasing awareness of and action around mental health and/or substance use disorders year-round. Thank you.
So moved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about a second?
Are we doing a photo? Thank you. I always like to know when I'm going to get back.
Do we need that council or?
Come around.
Okay.
I'm sure we were coming. No, not before you. I don't know, I want the one arm guy.
We're gonna cheat you guys.
Yes.
You're ready.
That was official.
Sure. Officially official. I'm gonna take two. Bring your toes to the front of the step, gentlemen. There you go. So basically, well, it looks funny. It looks like you guys are hanging back. I got the projector in that one. Dave. You have a couple options. Dave's talking in a few of them. Hey, you wrangle Tom ears, you can do this.
You ever come forward, share her info.
Yes, I can share.
Yes, please.
You can reach our team at CS, that stands for Community Services Prevention, at pwcgov.org. And so we have several events virtual and we do things year round. And so we cover every inch of the greater Prince William area through different activities, school events, community events, trainings, our faith communities, all of it. So during National Prevention Week, there are virtual options, and then there are some in-person options in Woodbridge, at the Worth Avenue building, at the McCourt building, and then at Sudley North. There are some options for people to come meet us in person and see some of the things that we give out and hear a little bit more.
And we'll highlight the flyer.
Yes.
Perfect.
All the things. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so this brings us to the first of two public hearings. Kim, will you read the first public hearing into notice? Please.
Notice is hereby given that the mayor and council of the town of Haymarket will hold a public hearing on Monday, May 4, 2026 at 7 p.m. in the Haymarket Town Hall located at 15000 Washington Street, Suite 100, Haymarket, Virginia, on the town of Haymarket's proposed budget for fiscal year 2026-2027, beginning on July 1st, 2026, ending on June 30, 2027. And the proposed tax rates in support of the budget pursuant to Virginia Code Section 15.2-2506. The following synopsis is of the proposed budget. We have a balanced budget on projected revenues at $7,530,833, with the projected expenditures as the same, $7,530,833. The proposed fee schedule has not changed from last year. The budget is available at the town's website and for review at the town hall, located between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. All meetings are open to the public and handicap accommodations is available. The hearing will be open to the public, and the town council will permit all citizens of the town the right to attend and state their views therein.
Roberta, will you give us a brief report on the proposed budget?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So the budget right in front of you is the one we've been working on since last November. Some of the highlights I wanted to go over on this budget. First and foremost is that this budget is working with the proposed real estate tax rate to remain the same, 0.98, which would be a flat tax rate, but due to assessments will be an increase. The average, as we stated earlier, seems to be anywhere from $20 to $22 per parcel, obviously depending on the size of the parcel. This budget, is also, it's at its core is to maintain the services the town provides, public safety, the police department, also as well as addressing the CIP projects, as we have also been discussing for the past 6 months, I would say, when it comes to this town center project and going forward. This budget does also include the standard merit, COLA and merit proposed for all staff in the police department. It also does include full take-home policy for the police department. And in this budget too, the reason, obviously the big thing is you see the big jump from 4 million to 7 million compared to last year. As I like to remind everyone that that additional 2.5 million is due to loan proceeds and ARPA funds that have been earmarked since 2022, specifically to be used for a CIP project of this magnitude. I don't know if there's any specific questions on it currently. I'm more than happy to address them.
Do we have any further questions? Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
right, thank you.
Roberta.
So at this time, I'd like to open the floor for citizen comment on the first public hearing. So if there's anyone wishing to address the council on the subject of the FY27 budget, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Do we have any emails? Anything from council? No? All right. I'll now close the first public hearing. We'll now go to the second public hearing, which is the consideration of ordinance 2026-001, town park closing hours. Kim, could you read that public notice into record, please?
Notice is hereby given that the town of Haymarket Town Council will hold a public hearing on Monday, May 4th, 2026 at 7 p.m. or as soon after as may be heard at the Haymarket Town Hall located at 15000 Washington Street, Suite 100, Haymarket, Virginia, to receive public comment on proposed ordinance number 2026-001. It's an ordinance amending Chapter 30, Article 1 of the Haymarket Town Code with the inclusion of the proposed Section 30-5.5 entitled Town Park Violations, Exceptions, and Penalties. A full copy of the proposed ordinance is available upon request or is available for review at the office of the town clerk, located at 15000 Washington Street, Suite 100, Haymarket 20169, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Public hearing will be held in a public facility accessible to those with disabilities. Any person with questions on the accessibility of the facility or requesting special accommodations for the disability may contact the town clerk.
All right, thank you. Is there a report from staff prior to opening the floor?
No, we've discussed this. I'll just be real brief. And the meat and potatoes of this ordinance is in Section D, where it is shall be deemed unlawful for any person or vehicle to enter into or remain upon the lands or premises of the park owned by the town after dusk or before dawn. And basically, this provides a very safe environment. And as we move forward with the park project, it provides a tool that the officers would need to make sure that people are not staying there or vandalizing the area after hours, and make it a safer environment for everybody. So I'll take any questions you have, but that's pretty cut and dry.
Thank you. Any questions from council? No? All right, so the floor is now open for citizen comment for the second public hearing regarding the town park closing hours. If you have comments, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Kim, do we have any emails? I'll now close the second public hearing. So this will now bring us to the regular meeting and to citizens' time. So if there's anyone wishing to address the council on any other subject than our public hearings, please come to the podium, state your name and address. All right, do we have any emails? Thank you. So we will now move to the consent agenda. We're starting on packet page 20. Would anyone like to pull any reports?
How about new guy? Anything?
New guy wasn't here. New guy is
good.
I'm good.
You're good?
Anybody?
Ken?
I am good.
Okay. Joe?
I'll make a motion if
Yes, please.
we're all good. If you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. I move the Haymarket Town Council adopt consent agenda items A 1 through 3, B 1 through 5, and C 1 through 5.
All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right,
So
so
where should we go
let's
to?
move on to the agenda items. So the first item is ordinance 2026-001, town park closing hours. Is anyone wanting to make a motion?
I have a question.
Joe?
We have some other stuff on the dais. Are we going to be talking about it and including that in our agenda items?
Specifically referencing the e-bikes?
We've got the powered assist, the bicycles.
Mhm.
Are we going to talk about that? Does that have to be included in the agenda?
We need to add that to the agenda.
I amended.
That's
the
number
agenda.
4. Oh, okay, I have the old one, so,
Yeah.
all right. So that's item number 4?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Item number 4, I
Thank you.
amended the agenda on Friday.
Okey doke.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
It's sitting on the dais. I also had the old one, Jeff. so.
Yeah.
There you go.
But okay, good. At least it's there. Thank you, Kim. Any questions about the packet page? What is that?
Page
74.
74. Geez, we flew right through this.
I don't know what to do when we skip like all of that.
I'm sorry, if I can ask the chief a question?
Yes.
Chief, you were saying the operative clause in this is what was that?
Section B, where it makes it unlawful.
Right.
And then in the last section, it spells out the penalty, which is in line with the Code of Virginia trespassing clause. I think it's 18.2.119. Although it doesn't cross-reference, it's in line with it. It doesn't exceed it or go below it.
Okay. And we already talked, I think on Monday, we didn't think a URL was a good idea for people to research because it could change.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So.
I will,
Essentially-
did
Go
we
ahead.
finish, did we figure out the National Weather Service, what we're gonna be using for dusk and dawn and?
I think we
I think we
called
just
that 30 minutes.
referenced.
Right.
Yeah.
30 minutes
So, no,
before
it's
dawn
okay.
and 30 minutes after dawn.
Right,
So,
via
yeah.
the national,
National Weather
whatever,
Service.
Whatever national
Yeah.
weather service
Whatever their
is.
time frame is, we'll go with the 30 plus.
Yep.
yeah, 30 minus 30 plus.
However you look at it.
Yep.
There's 30 in there somewhere. Just clarification, we haven't had any major issues in the town park yet. We're just doing this to get ahead of, as we, plan to do additional work in there, things like that.
Yeah,
Stay ahead of
definitely,
this.
definitely benefits. We haven't had any problems, but there has been people there after hours. And I can't say that a large portion of it's been for nefarious reasons, but there has been some issues that they shouldn't have been there for.
Yep.
But it wasn't, no crime, but still shouldn't have been there for obvious reasons. So it does help with that. And then obviously will help with build out and once the structure is there.
It'll help us. Yep.
Appreciate the clarification.
I do have a comment. Typically, I think in the past, we would wait to allow others perhaps, because tonight was the public hearing, we didn't get any comments, which wasn't surprising to say the least, and no emails. But should we in fact give folks, and since there's really no hurry to get this done, I don't think, could it wait until?
There's no rush on our part.
Yeah,
Councilman
I would
Pessinelli.
feel more comfortable, just in case anybody may want to
fair.
weigh in,
Yeah.
to give it
Yep.
until our next meeting, and then we can vote on it. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, so the June meeting
Yes.
to vote? So
Yes.
put it on the work session or just on the June meeting?
I think we just put it on the June
Put a
meeting.
June meeting.
Right,
Yes, yes.
just wanted to clarify. So
Yeah.
we're just going to wait
Yeah,
for additional
you don't know. You might get
comment,
some folks.
email, and then we
Or
would
you
vote
can-
on the 4th.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
And what is the June date, please? June 1st?
Ooh, June 1st?
Okay.
Remember to say rabbits, rabbits, rabbits.
Huh?
It's for good luck.
All right, so,
Anybody else do that?
Yeah, that's right, brother. Okay, thank you.
so we will put this to vote on the June 1st regular session to allow additional comments via email or citizen staying.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, so the next item is the full-time planner position. Are we ready to act on this? Do we have additional questions, comments?
So,
And this, we're on page 77.
The only update I would give to council this evening, we're on page 77, and there's a memo in place kind of outlining how this discussion came about, some of the meetings that we met to discuss it with the council, and then a draft motion in place at the bottom of that page. Behind it, you'll find the updated job description. Again, the red text is how the position has been expanded. And I'm happy to answer any additional questions you might have.
I was going to say.
Yes.
good thing Matt
Mr.
isn't here
Passanello.
because his back would really kill him. Anyway, so we talked about this on Monday, and I'm going to vote in favor of this because I think it makes sense. One of the issues is taking some work off your plate, and this will help alleviate to give you some other opportunities. Are you going to make some adjustments to your job description? Is that necessary?
No,
think?
right now, how it has kind of shaken out is since the fall, I've been attending all of the Planning Commission and Architectural Review Board meetings, as well as sitting in on all of the land use development meetings that we've been having with developers. So I feel very confident in the person that's holding that position. This past month, I've been able to back off of all of those in-person meetings with developers. I've worked to hand over the stormwater grant day-to-day management of that project with Prince William County. And then I'll also pull back from attending all of the Planning Commission and ARB meetings. So I'll come as needed, but I'll start there. Other duties that have kind of modified a little bit back to how it had previously been functioning is I am no longer doing all of the day-to-day zoning violation photo taking and research. I have Lydia assisting with all of that work, and then we discuss it once it's in a final drafted format. So we're working through some of those things. So I will keep council posted. I don't foresee major changes to the job description. I am still the zoning administrator, and I think at this time would recommend that I still have the final oversight on the site plans. So how we're currently functioning with that is our engineer and our town planner are doing the day-to-day review of site plans, the conversations with developers and engineers. And then as we get closer to a final site plan, second submission and sometimes third submission is when I'm brought into the conversations, and then I'm signing off on the documents. I'm working through all of the bond acceptance and review of bonding agreements and documents. And then any of those kind of final housekeeping items when a project goes into construction phase.
Okay. And this position begins after it's approved, full-time?
So right now I have it that it would be effective May 4th, which is today's date.
Right. Okay.
If council so desires.
Okay. And we did talk a little bit about review, right?
Yes, and I think this is going to be a secondary conversation that comes up with all of council, but I'll do an initial conversation and discussion with our part-time town planner on how the position has been going and do a eval on the part-time work. And then that will kind of close out that chapter. And then as the full-time position gets going, we'll do a follow-up. I do think that as a whole, we all need to discuss moving the employee evaluations to the same time of the year. I'm doing mine in January, Chief is doing his in July, and I would like both departments to be at the same time. I think that's better practice. So I think that possibly this position would have one evaluation probably as early as this week, early next, and possibly could have another as soon as July to start getting on that proper cycle.
Right. Excellent. That's really good. And then the last thing is, so this position today, if approved, which, okay, and it'll be for the rest of this fiscal year, and we have the money in the budget for that.
That's correct.
And it's also built into the new proposed
That is
budget
correct.
for next year. Do we have to talk about the salary at all? Is that?
It'll be in the budget.
It'll be in the budget. They can discern it from that regard. Absolutely. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, Ken?
Ken?
Yeah, I'm assuming on the part-time evaluation, you will also address the new role and the added responsibility and
Yes.
tasks.
Yes, so we'll go through and document how the role is expanding. We'll have the new job description handed over in the new hire packet. So there'll also be a signature of receiving, the new hire packet. So that will be part of it and part of the discussion.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Dave?
Just a couple real quick. We kind of hit it. We do have, and this will be provided to who we bring on, so they know what their roles and responsibilities are.
Absolutely,
Okay, so they know what they're being reviewed upon.
absolutely.
Yeah. And then another thing is one of the things we talked about heavily was that this role with the additional hours of work would be work pretty much on the comprehensive plan.
Yes.
Do we have like a timeline of
Excellent question.
due dates, things like that, of when certain
So how we're currently working it being a part-time position with some added
Yeah.
things. Right now, we're currently working that 8 hours a week is done on the comprehensive plan. That's documented in the timesheet when that's turned in every 2 weeks. What we'll do is when it goes full-time, we'll set up a timeline and a schedule that will start being part of the administrative report discussion. I will also probably pull in the planner to the work sessions while we're working through the comprehensive plan and ask the town planner to be giving updates in the admin portion of the report on comprehensive plan and zoning ordinance updates.
Okay. So with some of the projects we're looking at doing over the next year or two, that this individual will be involved in that work as well, I assume.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
100%.
Cool. Thank you.
Justin?
I think we're good. You guys answered everything. I think it's just now more of just putting all the pieces together of finalizing everything.
I do have a follow-up, if I may.
I was just gonna say, making note that work on the comprehensive plan has already started.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I
And
think that's an excellent.
Everybody has their document from last week. I hope
Mhm.
you've had time to read it
Yep.
and ask questions. Lydia will be here at the May work session. She'll be going through this on May 12th. In case you're interested, come attend our planning commission meeting. That will be here's what the comprehensive plan is and an introduction to some of our new members. And then they'll start going through this work document that you guys received last week and really hit the ground running on that as well.
Oh, did you have something?
Yeah, I want to piggyback on Dave's excellent question, new guy. How long do you think it will take, in your mind, to get that updated, that comprehensive plan?
So what we put in here is that it would be roughly 6 to 8 months developing the background and a year of work with a private contractor. However, I think that it can be consolidated into a year once we have a draft going. And I think within 1 calendar year, we would see a public hearing for our first review of the draft of the comprehensive plan. The portion in here about working with a private contractor is the portion about public engagement, charrettes, those kinds of conversations with the public and the community. I think a lot of those can be handled in-house as well.
Yeah, good. So that includes public hearings, all the necessary procedural things that we have to do.
I think within 1 calendar year, we would have our first public hearing for the final draft scheduled.
That would be a great stretch goal.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. A lot of hard work, but 8 hours a week on it for 52 weeks. That's a lot of hours put in on it. But I also know it's not limited to 8 hours, and there is additional hours that have been dedicated to it as well.
And since we are talking about the comp plan and the timeframes, I do expect this to take at least a year, mainly because I want our comp plan completely revamped.
Yeah.
I mean, the beef of our comp plan right now is soil studies. What the hell is soil studies
That's
all
an
about?
appendix. Yes.
I can understand you needing that to defend your zoning, right? Because you can't put a heavy building on something that's going to sink. But
Right.
I like what you laid out here with key demographic trends, economic drivers. That's the kind of stuff I want to see in the comp plan.
I was going to say, I have to just say for the record, Lydia came up with this rubric for scoring. Lydia did a lot of work in her master's program on reviews of comprehensive plans. And so this has all been her brainchild here of developing that rubric. So I'll pass that along to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll bring comments to the next meeting, work session.
Yes, please do. She'll be ready right there at the podium.
Excellent.
Perfect.
We'll let her know.
But also a reminder that if you can attend the May 12th.
Yes, if you
meeting,
can
please do so.
attend or even pull it up online.
Yeah, the planning, yeah. Yep.
I mean, I've
Yep.
sat in on a couple of planning meetings
There-
since she started to run those things, and she does a gangbuster job on them.
She's doing a good
So,
job.
I mean,
Mhm.
first one, she was a little nervous, but the nerves have been settled and
Yep.
she's on top of her game, so.
And she'll be at our next meeting anyway for the public hearing on the rezoning as well. So,
A lot about that.
Thank you.
yes.
All right, with all that being said,
Should we make a motion?
Are we ready to make a motion?
Anybody
Page
wanna make-
77.
Yes.
Page
Is
77.
that just at the bottom, the?
Yeah,
Yes,
draft motion.
draft motion. I move the Haymarket Town Council to approve the expansion of the part-time town planner position to a full-time town planner position effective May 4th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Who wants to take
Shall we open
motion?
up?
I'll give it to Justin.
We're giving it to Justin?
Yep.
Okay, who's made the second?
Ken.
Yes.
And then we'll
Me.
open voting.
Second.
Okay, voting is open.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute.
No task.
I got to refresh. Let me refresh here. Where's
Not
my-
working.
Hold on.
Oh, voting. Maybe I click vote.
No tasks found. Let's see.
Let me refresh. There we go. We get to see who's last
Do I need
place.
to vote again, or do mine go?
I don't think it did.
Okay,
Oh, do you-
everything's gone through.
Oh, you hit refresh afterwards?
Unanimous
Yeah.
vote, all voted
But if
aye.
it's still,
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm in full support of that, so thank you, gentlemen.
oh, wait, oh, I'm full support.
I am. Well, when do I say it?
Change my vote now.
One day I'm gonna click abstain. I just say it.
Yeah, I'll be like, absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so I'm very excited that we're going to a full-time
Yeah.
position. I cannot keep my name tag on correctly, so.
We are as well. It's been a wonderful help in the office already. And I just see it going up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good, good.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the town park RFP and awarding the contract. Emily, when you have a moment, could you please lead us in the discussion? Sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I should
That's why I was like,
I'm sorry. I
when you
should
have
not
a
have had a
moment.
snack. I'm sorry.
While you're.
It always
choking-
happens that
While
way.
you're choking, can I ask a question?
Please ask away.
While you're
Start us off, Mr. Pasanello.
So is this advancing negotiating? We're not actually awarding the contract.
No,
So
we're
I think the word
We're
is-
not awarding the contract. What we're doing is taking the next step in the process. And what I was going to say is I was going to turn it over to our town attorney to start us off on the conversation and the draft language that should be in front of you as well.
Mayor and Council, the language before you today is regarding the RFP for the Town Park Pavilion. This is not awarding the contract.
Good.
The language is just acknowledging we finished the discussion and preliminary part of the RFP process. At this point, we're on to the negotiation process. We've outlined that there are two preferred contractors, offerors, listed in the order of preference as numbers 1 and 2. And then there's a motion to move forward with negotiations with the first one first, and to go through the process of trying to find a price that we deem fair and reasonable and terms that we deem acceptable. And then if we're going to, if we like this particular contractor, we would enter into an agreement with them. And if we're not successful with the first contractor, we proceed with the second contractor. So that's essentially what this says. Again, this is not a award contract. It just gives us an opportunity to make a motion to enter into negotiations.
Excellent. Can I ask a question? Is there a reason for particular order?
Yeah, the code section, the way it's written, requires you to rank or provide a preferred contractor who's most qualified and the second most qualified. So that's
Based
why we did
on
it
the
that way.
selection process.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
And
Do we have any
in these
questions?
negotiations, this is where I can use my favorite acronym.
Yes,
BAFO, correct?
that's correct. That's right. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the
That's
time.
been
Now
fine.
that we've,
That's been fine.
okay,
We've defined.
we've defined when Dave can say BAFO.
And yeah, that's a very good question, if I can follow up. So it doesn't necessarily mean either one
Right.
would end up, being preferred.
That's true. I mean, if you find you can't negotiate a price with either of them, then you would not
You can't come
do
to
that.
terms.
You
and
wouldn't,
there's no
you would not
contract.
award a contract.
I think it's important for the public to understand.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
So and now I'm just, brain is spinning on this thing.
Yeah.
So
I should have
with,
kept my mouth
with the
quiet.
first
Box has been
contractor, the
open.
one we want to start with, there was a range within there for
Right.
their pricing, whether we went certain ways with some decisions and other decisions. Is this where we can kind of start tailoring our decisions of
Yes.
how we want to go
Yes.
things? So if we
Absolutely.
want a custom built structure, or if we want to go with a prefabricated structure or things like that.
That's right.
Okay. Anything further?
Does somebody have to read this?
Guess somebody has to read the
Read
motion.
this
please.
whole thing.
Ken, I think you're very good at it.
Okay,
You've been volunteering.
I've been voluntold. I will use the new guy's term.
I'm on the dais for the same reason.
Okay, pursuant to Virginia Code 2.2-4302.2, the Town Council for the Town of Haymarket has completed the evaluation and discussion process for RFP number 2025-1110 for the Town Park Pavilion structure and restroom facilities, and based upon the evaluation factors published in the RFP, together with all information developed through the selection process to this point, the Town Council of the Town of Haymarket hereby determines that the professional qualifications and proposed services of the following offerers are deemed most qualified, and the offerers below are ranked first and second in order of preference. Number 1, LSG Landscape Architecture. Number 2, A. Morton Thomas and Associates Incorporated. Therefore, I move that the Town Council and staff commence negotiation with LSG in accordance with Virginia Code 2.2-4302.2 for the purpose of negotiating a contract that is satisfactory and advantageous to the town in a price deemed fair and reasonable and under contractual terms and conditions that are acceptable to the town. If such a contract cannot be successfully negotiated with LSG, I further move that negotiations with that LSG be formally terminated and the Town Council and staff proceed sequentially in order of ranking to negotiate with AMT, A. Morton Thomas and Associates Incorporated, for the purpose of negotiating a contract that is satisfactory and advantageous to the town as a price deemed fair and reasonable and under contractual terms and conditions that are acceptable to the town.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Is there any further discussion? No. Can you open the voting, please?
Open. I'll call this one. It's all in favor. Councilmember Baker voted yea. Councilmember Lurson voted yea. Councilmember Casanello voted yea. And Councilmember Capicella voted yea.
Thank you.
Motion is approved.
All right, so we're ready to move on to our e-bike ordinance.
Yes, Mayor and Council, I want to direct your attention to page 5 of the draft ordinance. What we did on this page is flesh out the fact that people who are on these scooters are governed by the traffic laws of the town as well as of the Code of Virginia. So subsection F makes it clear that every person who's operating a device is required to do certain things, comply with traffic laws, traffic signs, traffic signals, traffic lights. They've got to, comply with lane usage, and right-of-way rules in the Code of Virginia, yield right-of-way to pedestrians at crosswalks, and also otherwise comply with the traffic laws and regulations in the Code of Virginia, sections 46.2-800 through 46.2-946. That's the traffic regulation rules within the Code of Virginia. So I think this really captures what we want to do in terms of making it clear that the people who are on these scooters are governed by the laws that govern people on the highway or on the street, actually driving down the street. I also added subsection I that added some more teeth to folks who are doing things that are reckless, who could cause injury to life or limb. And I elevated or sort of increased the possible punishment there because that's something that may happen. If that does happen, where people are being reckless, we want some more power to be able to punish them for that kind of activity. So I welcome your thoughts and your questions as well.
Anybody have any questions?
Lots of questions. No, actually, this is a lot clearer. Thank you.
Sure.
I'll leave it for you, Dave, if you have any concerns, but
No, I read through this.
my concern, so riding a bike, an e-bike, right? Is there a specific speed where they would have to comply, or is it just the e-bike in general?
E-bikes are scheduled into class 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 is up to 20 miles an hour. Class 3 is up to 28 and capped. And there's also a state code, 28 miles an hour. There's also a state code that prevents the basically messing with it to make it faster. And then anything above 28 is considered an electric motorcycle, which
And they would have to
is
be
a different
registered.
kettle of fish. License, you still have to get a Class M and basically follow all the rules of the road on that.
Okay, so if you see somebody on a sidewalk, this would not be permitted on the sidewalk.
No, according to the way it was written, and that's specifically for us, we got to protect our pedestrians as well.
Right.
And of course, at the speeds that these things go, that's, serious to deal with. So they would have to be in a bike path or on the road, not on the sidewalk.
Now, do these have, I'm not that familiar with them. I've seen them, but I'm not sure if you pedal with these as well, or is it just
A
motorized?
bike has foot pedals, does have foot pedals, where a motorcycle has foot pegs.
Right,
And that is also defined in their classification as well.
okay. And how do we what do we define as reckless?
Reckless is defined in the code. So we would, if an officer would define someone who was driving, I would say over 20 miles per hour, because of the way it's written here, they would probably determine that to be reckless and then charge according to the Code of Virginia.
Okay,
Would that also include, like, I call them wheelies in regards to when they pop it up? I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, that's
when
a
they pop
pop a
it up.
wheelie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I'm like a pop a wheelie, I don't know. And then-
That's good.
And then, are there because it's a bike, I'm wondering with the electronic aspect of it, are there age restrictions?
There's no age restrictions as far as I know, Alon.
There's one, if you
Is there
turn
one?
to page 5, at the very top,
Thank you, 14.
this is a provision that talks about if you're less than 14, you've got to have supervision from someone who's 18 years or older.
Okay,
So the supervision aspect is built into this ordinance also.
okay. Just because
Ah,
with whom I see riding the bikes are not necessarily of that age, which is why I was asking that question.
it's tough. Kids want to cut loose, right? And
Right.
there's really no place to go unless we know.
We're all kids, yeah.
Yeah, we were all kids.
Yeah, I used to do that kind of stuff when I was younger. Wipe
Pop
out.
wheelies.
Yeah.
Pop
Pop wheelies, wipe out on purpose, just crazy stuff.
front tire though.
But I'm wondering if we could redirect some of our youth to some place where they can, enjoy using their bike rather than in town. Is there any place to go in the county they could use it?
Vent Hill.
Rollingford Park has
yeah,
a
I was
new,
gonna
E-bikes
Pump
are not
track.
allowed on
That's
the
a
pump track.
BMX.
they can't, they can't use them on the pump track.
But about the path around Rollinsford though. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, these things are pretty much going to be held to the same standard as a bicycle. In the bike lanes, following road signs, helmet on, things like that.
Unless they're going over 28.
There's some road bikes that go over 28 as well, though. When this guy's going downhill, they are flying.
That's true. Not an easy thing.
Mm-mm.
Dealt with accordingly.
All right, so I guess we'll have a public hearing for this.
Just like the
That's-
town,
So
just
I
like
feel
the
like
town
the-
park
The
hours.
agenda is today is to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the staff is looking for direction to proceed with public notice. Are we in agreement with that?
Absolutely.
No objection.
Yeah.
No objection.
I'm all on board with it, yeah.
So this is, you want the public hearing on the June 1st meeting?
Might as well.
With,
Yes.
with the other four.
Public hearing that evening and the adoption of the budget and the tax rate.
Yeah, you might see more of an interest in this one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's a loaded agenda.
Okay.
You can wait for July. I mean, I won't be here for it, but y'all
I
can wait
won't
for
either.
July. I'm joking.
Well, I
on that.
wouldn't want, yeah, but I wouldn't want to.
No, I don't want
Or
to,
hear just like the,
Well, you're not
So
gonna,
like the other one.
here's my thing, with the one, we gave an additional for the park, we
Yeah.
gave an additional month for
after the
citizen
public
comment.
hearing.
So if we were to do a public hearing
Right.
and hear whomever would like to come and speak, and then defer it to the following month for voting, that would be in alignment with what we've been doing.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that makes sense. Yeah, I would
Okay.
agree.
So public notice for June 1st and then a vote in July.
You
Or-
could also schedule, if you wanted, a special meeting on a different day in June for this public hearing or. I mean, that's a big, it's a big deal. We see it daily when we're sitting here in our office of kids on the sidewalks and school's gonna be out soon enough.
They're going to become more and more prevalent as the temperature gets warmer.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we already started seeing it over the weekend. Our officers, I will say, are fussing at people in the farmer's market because kids are coming through our farmer's market with them. Just this afternoon, we had about 9 kids come up the shared use path from Old Carolina. So not only did they get on the path up here, but on the other side, they were just in the road because there's no sidewalk up there. I mean, it's a big thing.
So how many days do we have to advertise for public notice?
You have to advertise
14.
twice,
Okay,
no less than 5 days in between each publication, no more than 14
Right.
after your last publication.
I don't have any problem doing it at the meeting in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't either. I just feel like there's maybe more of a sense of urgency in regards to the safety aspect of it all. And
Quite honestly, you wouldn't be, the
You wouldn't be
earliest
able to
you
do
would
it.
get the public hearing would be on the June 1st.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you couldn't publicize it sooner than that.
Especially because we are seeing more and more
Yeah.
incidents involving e-bikes in the news now as well. So.
all right, well, we'll do a public notice for the 1st for comment, and then we'll go from there.
And I will say, I think that scheduling is a little better because our July meeting falls the Monday after the 4th of July holiday weekend. So that would not be the most ideal schedule time either.
The document's well written, by the way. Good job.
Thank you,
Good job, all.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, is there anything else anybody would like to discuss before we conclude the agenda and move to council person time?
Just to clear that for the record, we have a directive for staff to schedule the public hearing for the e-bike ordinance on the June town council meeting.
Yes,
Correct? Okay.
thank you. All right.
All right.
So we will start council member time with Cavasella.
All right.
Woohoo!
New guy gets to go
Got it.
first.
Yeah.
Just a couple quick things here. The weather's getting warmer. We're gonna see a lot more people out, but we've almost all forgotten about the snowcrete over the winter. So that's a good thing. Farmers market started up and it is packed in here. I've been at the first one, which was hot. I've been at the second one where it was pouring, and I've been at the third one where I was frozen. So I've seen all 3 different types of weather, over 3 different farmers markets. It's a packed house in every single one of them. So people enjoy this farmers market, and they realize when certain vendors are in and not in. And we had a couple people complaining because one vendor couldn't make it this past week. And I was one of the complainers myself, but neither here nor there. But the line for the donuts is unbelievably long.
Have you had them? They're amazing.
These-
Especially when you go back for seconds.
The donuts are amazing, but you're going to be waiting in line for a half hour. Yeah, guaranteed. It's 20, 30 people deep. I joke about new guy, but there are things that I've learned. In business, I have the nickname of Trigger because I go fast. And I'm pulling the trigger all the time and going as fast as I can. Here, because of laws and Olin keeping me legit and normal, it slows things down, and it's hard. It's been very hard for me to realize things, but it gives me a whole new view of politics in general and laws and why things seem to take forever. Here we just talked about e-bikes. We have the ordinance written, it's ready to go, but we're not going to be able to vote on it for 2 months, for crying out loud, just to make sure we're doing it within the letter of the law. So I think sometimes that gets lost by individuals, that they don't necessarily see what all has to happen by law. And it's been a complete eye opener for me. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, Councilperson Baker.
First and foremost, all glory to God. Thank you. Just want to give shout outs to staff always.
Yeah.
Chief, thank you for all you do and your officers. Roberto and finance for keeping us on track and making sure the budgets are good. And thank you, Emily. You've been working tirelessly and having this new person come on to help you out and relieve you. We're gonna see good things. Kim, Alexandra, thank you for everything. Hold on. Look at that, man. You've been hard at work. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow, so everybody enjoy, be responsible. And yeah, shout out to my kids and wife.
Excellent, excellent.
Councilperson Passanella?
Yes, thank you. And I will say, may the fourth be with you.
Somebody had to say it.
Somebody had to say it. Star Wars Day today. Okay. Couple of PSAs. Want to thank, shout out to the Haymarket Town and Country Garden Club for what they did today. I think we had more than a baker's dozen out there, and they just did a great job with the planters and getting things ready so that we'll be ready in August, I believe, for our visit.
Big zip trip.
Huh? Yeah, I saw that somewhere. I don't know where I saw it.
August
I just
14th.
I'm sorry?
August 14th.
Oh, okay, PSA, August 14th, zip trips.
You'll hear a lot more tomorrow
Okay.
online.
All right, very good. Okay. From the Lymphoma Research Foundation, they reminded me that May is Cancer Research Awareness Month, so be aware of that. It was interesting. Good friend of mine, his grandma Edith was a Holocaust survivor and pointed out to me that this month is Jewish American Heritage Month. And I just want to read a little something, if I can get your indulgence for a second, if I can find it in here. Let me see where that is. I try to take pictures of it.
You have a 5 minute.
He said that his grandma Edith is a Holocaust survivor who came to America after escaping persecution under the Nazis in Europe. May is a Jewish American Heritage Month, and it matters so much to my family, honoring our legacy and our heritage and what it means to be Jewish Americans. So I wanted to call that out for Delegate Dan Helmer, a good friend. And finally, I guess we're putting the flags up starting this week or next week.
Matt, we'll start putting those up starting next week. We just got new American flags in, so everything will look very fresh and tidy for the holiday.
Excellent, excellent. And in line with that, there was a couple of, it was funny, I was replacing my flag the other day, and they have a little insert that explains to you the whole etiquette on flags, which is really good stuff. But I just wanted to point out a couple of events where the flag may be flown. And so May 8th is VE Day. I don't know if anybody remembers that, VE Day. Us older ones probably do. The third Saturday in May is Armed Forces Day. And the last Monday in May, of course, is Memorial Day. So I just wanted to point that out. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Councilperson Larson?
Okay, I guess I will hit the elephant in the room that nobody else has touched on, and that's Mother's Day.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. It was on my list.
Make sure
Wait,
you
elephant?
so make sure you notice your moms.
Yep.
In the next week. But I would like to thank the folks today with the National Prevention Week. I mean, that awareness is important. Besides what they have in their program with the opiate overdose, drug abuse, and suicide prevention, there's all kind of other issues out there, such as cutting. And so these type of things need to be recognized and need to be addressed whenever possible. So I definitely want to give them a shout out, a double shout out for thanking them for coming. That's it for me.
Thank you, sir. You beat me to Mother's Day. so just so
All
you
right.
know.
Well, I like going first.
I'm going to echo several things that have been noted. The farmer's market is amazing, wonderful. It brings a smile to my face. My heart is full. I've had some amazing conversations the past few farmers markets. So please, I encourage you to come out, stop me, visit with me, come to the town tent. We're here to help and have those conversations. Very happy Mother's Day to all. For those of us who are mothers, will be mothers, and want to be mothers. Super proud of the staff. So always want to make certain that that is expressed. Bless you. Bless you. I want to say thank you to all of our armed services soldiers. Mine came home today, so I'm very excited. And I always want for you to come join me for a walkabout and know that I am very grateful and appreciative that you're my neighbor. Thank you. That is all. Gentlemen, is there anything else that we would like to discuss?
Motion to adjourn?
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Come on, new guy.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
How could that be a long meeting? I watched the rest of your guys'